What is up, TEW fans? Jolly J here, bringing you the next episode of Freedom Caribbean Wrestling. Don't have too much time to record this, so I may speed through it a little bit, and I apologize in advance for that. And in my rush to record multiple episodes today, I forgot once again to change the event logos, but hopefully I'm going to be able to do that after this one. So tonight we know that the Freedom Classic will continue. Two more matches, two more first round matches. And we also know, as was announced on the site shortly after the last show, Kip Keenan will take on Handsome Stranger in a grudge match. The two have been at it for months now. Kip Keenan staying on top pretty much the entire rivalry. Can he continue that, or will Handsome Stranger even the odds? But let's go ahead and jump into the show. So we started off 1,000 people, Gymnasium Aguada. Puerto Rican Power comes out to the ring and congratulates the Southern Stars and the Dynamite Express for their first round wins in the Freedom Classic last month. And then he addresses the Puerto Rican boys and the Wildcats. Remember last month, those two teams costed each other their first round matches. And so Puerto Rican Power says that we need to have an end to this rivalry. We need to have another championship match. We need to have a definitive winner of this rivalry. And so next month at our July event, we will have a steel cage match, Puerto Rican boys versus the Wildcats for the Freedom Caribbean Wrestling Tag Team Championships. And after the crowd explodes with applause and then quiets down, he says, also tonight, we will have Handsome Stranger taking on Kip Keenan. Winner take all of this rivalry. And we will also have a contract signing tonight for that championship match next month between Hell's Bouncer and Rudy Velasquez. Leaves after pretty much going over the show tonight. That was basically just to give a good rating to start off the show and advance some storylines. And we go into a very poor match in a bout that had subpar wrestling and little heat. Clutch McCain and TJ Bailey defeated Cosmic Rider and La Sombra Jr. in 7:41. When TJ Bailey defeated Cosmic Rider by pinfall with a TJ time. So this match had me really frustrated because the Shadow Riders, I think is their name, Cosmic Rider and La Sombra, they are very expensive and they are way not over. And they're not even that great in the ring either. So, I mean, Cosmic Rider, 29 performance and La Sombra, 35. And I mean, look, they were Bailey and McCain were even worse, but still, they were so expensive, and I almost didn't even bring them in, but I did because I wanted to always be represented. Anyway, 32 rating, back and forth match. TJ Bailey wins with a TJ time. And that takes us to Amazing Firefly and Chucky Durant's in a bout that had decent wrestling but not much heat. Chucky Durant's defeated Amazing Firefly with a Chucky's Revenge. And I picture that being either some kind of punch or flying elbow or something, or maybe a suplex. I haven't really thought about it too much, but that's just immediately what comes to mind. Maybe like a brainbuster type suplex. But Amazing Firefly, 39 performance, 32 for Chucky, not bad. So, pretty dominating victory by Chucky. Amazing Firefly gets some offense in, but Chucky controls it and wins with a Chucky's Revenge. Basically a throwaway match to get him a win. And now we have a backstage segment with Puerto Rican Power and Princeton Price. Power's in his office and Price comes up and says, I want Davis Wayne Newton one-on-one in the ring next month. He has taken the easy way out too many times and he needs to be put in his place. And Puerto Rican Power says, you know what, Price, I like your style. You got it. You and Davis Wayne Newton next month. Good luck. And we jump right into a pretty good match. 52 rating In a decent match, the Cobras defeated the 937-pound Express when Storm Spillane defeated King Kong Kennedy by submission with a kneeling Boston Crab. So I was hoping his Iceman gimmick would do better than that. It got a poor rating. I was really hoping it would be better than that, but oh well. So the 937-pound Express control the match, dominated at times as well until the Cobras are able to collect themselves and use their speed to get back in the match, and Storm Spillane able to lock in a huge kneeling Boston Crab. I don't even know if his feet are touching the ground, but locks in a kneeling Boston Crab and gets King Kong Kennedy to tap out. And as you can see, King Kong Kennedy is just very, very poor. But let's go into our next segment, which is an angle of Kip Keenan. I'm going to keep calling him Keep Kennan. Wow. So 45 rating for him, not too bad. He is just in the interview area and says that he's disappointed by how he lost his chance against Hell's Bouncer. But he will climb back to the top. He will get another championship match. He just has to keep doing the work that he has been. But tonight it's about Handsome Stranger. It's about finishing this rivalry that started months ago. Handsome Stranger couldn't stand to be beaten by me, but it's going to happen again. So Handsome Stranger, just be ready, because I have your number and I will win this match. And that takes us into the match. A 45 rating. Kip Keenan defeated Handsome Stranger in 15:46 with a belly-to-belly suplex. So, not a great match, but not terrible. And Kip Keenan and Handsome Stranger, a really good back-and-forth match, I would say, until maybe about 8 minutes or so. And then Handsome Stranger controls the match for a good few minutes until Kip Keenan gets back in it and evens it. He doesn't get the advantage, but he evens it. They have another couple of minutes of back and forth, reversals, brawling. And then out of nowhere, Kip Keenan reverses one of Handsome Stranger's suplexes into a belly-to-belly and picks up the win. So Kip Keenan, his third victory over Handsome Stranger. And so Kip Keenan has proven month in and month out that he can and he will beat Handsome Stranger. And now it's time for our contract signing. Puerto Rican Power comes to the ring with a contract, and out come Hell's Bouncer and Rudy Velasquez. They both pretty quickly sign the contract and give it back to Puerto Rican Power, to which Rudy then grabs the mic and says, normally at these contract signings, there's just a lot of chaos. You can almost bet that there will be some physicality, but you know what, Hell's Bouncer? You're not worth that tonight. You see, when I look at you, I see an empty shell of a wrestler. Somebody who thinks that they are a wrestler. But you know what? Outside of your power, there's nothing to you. You have nothing else to offer this business. You have no skills. You have no talent. You're just a big guy who lucked into the position you are in. And I'm going to show you next month just what having actual wrestling skill can do, Hell's Bouncer, because you will lose that title and I will be the one to take it from you. And Hell's Bouncer grabs the mic and he brings it up to his mouth to talk, but then he puts it back down. And he immediately throws a punch at Rudy Velasquez, which sends him reeling. But what he doesn't know is Rudy had his good old friend, the lead pipe, tucked away. And so he pulls that out, and Hell's Bouncer doesn't even know it because Rudy's back is to him. And he goes up to him, and Rudy essentially shoves it into his ribs once again. And he was not ready for that lead pipe. And then Rudy just wails on him with the pipe, knocking him down to the ground. And as the show ends, Rudy grabs the championship, holds it over his head as he stands tall over the Colossus of FCW. And Puerto Rican Power basically ducked out of the ring during the segment because he's not about to get physical with Hell's Bouncer. And Rudy Velasquez, for that matter. So that is our show. I feel 48 rating, not bad. I feel it. I feel that my promos and stuff were very subpar, as well as my match descriptions, and I do apologize for that. I'm kind of in a rush right now. So hopefully next month I can slow down and really discuss what's going on. But that is our show. That is Freedom's Fury. And so next month at our July event, we have a lot going on. We have the FCW Puerto Rican Championship, Hell's Bouncer versus Rudy Velasquez. We have Davis Wayne Newton taking on Princeton Price. We have 2 more matches in the Freedom Classic. We have the Puerto Rican boys defending their tag team championships against the Wildcats. So a lot to see next month, and I hope you will join me for that. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching.